Hey Anna, my name's Shannon. I'll be your social worker today.
Hi, yes, I'm Anna.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How was your drive here today?
It was pretty good. It wasn't that long. There was a little bit of traffic, but
Yeah,
nothing too bad.
Yeah, traffic's a bummer.
Yeah.
So what brings you in today?
So I really want to talk about the relationship that I have with my oldest brother. I just feel like we've never been really that close. We're about 17 years apart in age, so growing up, we've never really had a relationship. So.
Okay. Have you ever been to therapy for this specific issue before?
I'm in therapy, but not for this particular issue.
Okay. So you said 17 years apart?
Yeah, we're technically half siblings, I guess.
Siblings? Okay.
But yeah, we're 17 years apart at least.
Okay.
So.
And how old do you have any other siblings?
Yeah, we have two brothers in between us.
Okay. And what's the age difference between you and them?
So obviously me and the oldest are 17 years apart, and then me and the next brother are 10 years apart, and then me and the third one are 5 years apart.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So what about your relationship with your eldest brother worries you or brings issue to you?
I don't know, just the fact that I feel like we aren't that close. I feel, in a sense, a little bit closer to my other two brothers than I do my oldest. And I feel like it was the most evident throughout our childhood, I guess, because by the time that I was born or whatever, he was already graduating high school, and so
yeah, I can see that.
Growing up, obviously he wasn't around that much since he was off in college and just stuff like that. I feel like we never really got to grow up together. So
okay, so it sounds like you're saying that when you were born he was already basically an adult and you didn't get a chance to have that childhood relationship that you would want with him that you got to have with your other brothers, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I remember him being at the house, whether that was during breaks and stuff that he got while he was at school or whatever the case may be. Obviously I have more memories with my other two brothers since they were at home the most compared to him. So
does it bother you that you have more of a relationship with your younger two brothers than your older brother?
Not until recent years, I guess. Obviously growing up, I didn't think too much about it. But definitely over the last few years, I'm oh dang, I wish we were able to grow up.
What in the last few years has made you kind of decide that this was something that bothers you?
Definitely just the fact that I don't know. I'm trying to think of how I want to say it, but I don't know. We just always felt, or at least I have always felt distant from him, and never really was able to know him as a person until I was older / an adult, that kind of stuff. So
do you feel like now you have a relationship with him, or are you trying to build one with him? Is that why you're seeking therapy?
Kind of a mix of both. I feel like our relationship has obviously gotten a little bit better as we've became adults, or at least I've become an adult since he was already an adult.
Yeah.
By the time I was already born.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but he's also very introverted, I guess, and he does live in New York, and so obviously the distance does, I feel in a way, hindrance our ability to connect, I guess. And yeah, and I want to build a relationship with him, but at the same time he's in his 40s and I'm 23, and so obviously
It's difficult.
Yeah, so,
And so he lives further away from you.
yeah.
So do you get to see him often?
I got to visit him in July of 2021. I wanted to go to New York for at least 1 week of summer vacation, so I went up there for a week and, stayed with him at his place. And, I feel like that was pretty fun. And then obviously I get to see him during Thanksgiving or Christmas. And then he was actually just at my parents' house probably mid-February, like a couple weeks ago. So it's not like I don't get to see him, it's just hard because he likes to travel a lot. So.
Okay. Have you ever brought up the issue of not having a relationship with him, or the better relationship with him?
I haven't, because this is kind of like a new issue that I just kind of not brought up, but this is just kind of a new issue that's been in my mind lately.
So sounds like you didn't really get to know him when you were younger, and now that you're an adult, you want to have a relationship with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any ways that you can think of to build that relationship with him?
I feel like if we were able to live closer to each other, maybe we would be able to, be able to spend a bit more time together. But we are in a family group chat thing, and so obviously we'll text each other.
Well, that's always a good thing.
Yeah, so that's been a little bit more easier, or a little bit easier to able to communicate. But we're both not very big on sharing our feelings with each other.
Okay.
So.
And what makes you not want to share your feelings with him?
It's not I don't want to. It's just we've, as a family, have never really shared our feelings, and so it's definitely something I want to work on. But yeah.
So nobody in your family is good at sharing their feelings, is what I'm hearing.
In a sense, yes. I'm not saying no one in my family will ever share their feelings, but it's not something that we ever really did as a family. My brother, that's 10 years older than me, he's a little bit more vocal about his feelings, and I'm in a way trying to work on expressing my feelings. But
you feel like it's hard for you to express your feelings?
Yeah.
Is that something that you would like to work on, just personally?
Yeah, and just obviously I want to work on sharing my feelings personally, and open up a little bit more. But yeah.
Do you feel like if you make the progress with yourself, you'd be able to make progress with your brother?
Yeah, I feel like I definitely need to work. I still need to work a little bit internally with myself and figure some things out. And then I feel like once I am able to express those feelings inwardly, I can express them out externally in a way, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I get that. So can you think of any ways to start the better communication with your brother? Any calling him, texting him, maybe texting him just by himself, or FaceTiming, something like that? Do you think that would help?
Yeah, I think so. I've thought about it, but I know he's busy and stuff, and so that's another reason why I feel like we don't really have a relationship. Or we do have a relationship, but not as good of a relationship, because I know he is obviously very busy with either traveling or work related stuff, and so I don't want to be a distraction in a way, I guess.
So you feel like you would be a distraction?
Yeah, and plus, like, I don't want to be like the annoying sibling, you know, and be like, oh, hey, what are you doing? And stuff like that.
So you feel like you would be the annoying sibling if you did that?
Yeah. So, maybe that's just like an internal thing, but.
Yeah, maybe, because you could always call him and text him and stuff, and maybe that would help the relationship.
Yeah.
You know, maybe even though he's busy, maybe you don't know what he's thinking.
Right.
So maybe he wants to talk to you more, even though he's busy.
Yeah. I think so too, but.
So does that sound like something that you could do in the future to help the relationship, even though maybe it would feel uncomfortable in the beginning, but maybe it'll, you know, in the end work out?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, obviously I would want to like build that relationship with them. So
Okay.
obviously texting and calling could be a good start to protect that.
Yeah, I think that would definitely help with the relationship. So we talked about your brother and how you don't have as good of a relationship with him, and you want to work on some things yourself, like opening up and stuff. Is there anything else today that you would like to talk about?
I don't think so. I think this was a good start.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well,
thank you.
You're welcome. I hope to see you again.
Me too.
All right. Thank you, Anna.